It's 6 a.m. I'm on my way to the airport to go back to base. I was supposed to travel yesterday, but when I went to check in for my flight, I found that Air France moved my flight to this morning, just like that. Compensation loading, so I'm rushing now, basically rushing. First of all, they sent me this email that my flight from Lagos to Paris will now be operated by an aircraft from another airline. This email came at exactly 24 hours to my departure from Lagos. You have booked an Air France trip from Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos to Charles de Gaulle Airport, and we would like to thank you for it. To guarantee that our flight schedule runs smoothly during the summer season, Air France has chosen to work with partner airlines. Your flight will be carried out by the company Privilege Style SA. This company complies with the same standards as Air France in terms of safety and crew training and fully complies with French and European regulations. Okay. The onboard service corresponds to the standards of regular airlines but may differ from the service offered on Air France flights. That's right. You're right on that one. Differed a lot, as you will see later. We thank you for your understanding and wish you a pleasant journey. Yours sincerely. I said, okay, which one is Privilege Style again? That was my first time hearing about them, so I went to look them up and saw that they are a charter airline. So I don't think they do mainstream commercial flights. I think they only do private charter. So I was like, okay, no problems. We'll be traveling with a private jet, so it must be in style, right? Hero, I see. I went to bed, and the next day I was supposed to travel. I woke up and went to Imbo Market, as always. I did not go to the market the previous day because it was a Thursday, the sanitation day that markets usually opened later. I didn't want to deal with all that. When I came back from the market, I went online to, check in and all that. And that's when I saw another email. This email that they sent at about 1 a.m. telling me that my flight has been cancelled. Madre mia. The departure of your flight has been modified due to operational issues. Please accept our apologies. We are doing everything we can to limit the inconvenience caused. You can check your new baggage drop-off time limit indicated here. Blah, blah, blah. Yours sincerely, Air France Customer Service. Thankfully, I have not left for the airport at this time. I'm pretty sure that those traveling from other parts of Nigeria, to come to Lagos to join this flight, they may have left home without seeing this email because this was sent too late, like literally the day that we were supposed to travel. So even if you're traveling from Lagos, I'm pretty sure that some people traveling from Lagos would not have seen this because that email that they usually send, 30 hours to your flight. They send, oh, it's 30 hours to your flight. You can now check in online. That email was sent. The check-in for the original flight was sent before this cancellation happened. So I'm pretty sure that some people, probably, those people that are always waiting to check in online early to grab the best seats. I'm pretty sure that such people would have checked in and did not see this new email because, if you're like me, you don't set notifications for every app or everything on your phone, you will miss these emails, these cancellation emails coming up later. Were you on this flight with me? What happened? Did you leave home and get to the airport before you realized that the flight was cancelled? What was your experience? Let me know in the comments. I met some of you on this flight and we were chatting while in a wait time. If you were on this flight with me, pay close attention to this video and the part 2 that is coming up. Yes, I have a part 2 because I can't say everything in this video. There are procedures, meticulous step-by-step procedures that you need to follow to get some goodies from Air France. And yeah, I want to take time to explain that in a separate video. They later sent another email that the flight was again moved to 10 a.m. Lots of emails. At some point, it became confusing. They were like, you missed your flight. For that one, I had to quickly contact them on WhatsApp, to tell them, whoa. I did not miss my flight. You guys cancelled on me. I don't want anything to hamper my compensation in this matter. There's a great difference between you missed your flight and we canceled the flight. So I got them to retract that one and they corrected everything. So after a long wait, because even the 10 a.m. departure, they did not keep to it. Here I was whiling away time at the Murtala Mohammed Airport after passing through immigration and security. We finally departed at 12 noon. I mean, it was an okay flight. At no point did I feel anxious, about flying on that aircraft. The flight was smooth, but a big but. This was the most boring flight ever, like I have ever been on. I mean, for airlines like Air Maroc, even at the time that you're booking the flight, you already know that they don't have in-flight entertainment. Yeah, those ones say that they have in-flight entertainment, but I think it never works. So you already know that. So you're kind of prepared. You prepare your mind for it. Even bring a book, bring maybe media on your phone that will keep you busy for the duration of the flight. But to book a flight like Air France, expecting to have the best flight experience, expecting it to, to the times to fly by quickly because they have great in-flight entertainment, only to get this mole. Yeah, this one is proper mole. Nothing worked on this plane. It was a huge disappointment. Like that. That's how like my expectations went. Yeah. Nothing worked on that plane. They claimed, yes, I have to use the word claim. They claimed that they have in-flight entertainment, which you would access on your phone. Oh, that means these screens you see here are for fancy. None of them worked. At some point, I was beginning to think that the flight attendants were pranking us, telling us that it worked. Select privilege 1, select privilege 2. These are the Wi-Fi networks on their plane that you have to select to access the in-flight entertainment. But that thing never worked. Even to watch the media, one video I had on my phone to while away time, they claimed that they have another claim. They claimed that they have USB chargers for your device. But it did not work. It was not a full flight at all. I had 3 seats to myself, so I tried several ports and none of them worked. In fact, at some point, I felt that USB was sucking power from my phone. The little power of my phone that I was managing, I felt it was sucking the power because the percentage was decreasing at a faster rate than normal. So I quickly unplugged it to save my power because, for emergency, because I still have a long way to go. You will know that a flight is so boring when people read the aircraft safety card back to back. Look at my fellow passenger reading his own. This guy read this card for hours. They did not even have magazines for us to read on this analog flight. This flight was nowhere near the experience I get on Air France and KLM. Nowhere. This one is just a gwongoro, gura. Yeah, and that's putting it lightly. I couldn't even sleep to pass the time because it was a morning flight, It was supposed to be a morning flight even though we departed at noon. I just woke up from 8 hours sleep and yeah, I couldn't sleep and it wasn't my siesta time by that time. Secondly, they didn't even give us enough food. So, when you're well fed, your full stomach may knock you out and you will sleep, but none of that. My only consolation were these clouds. They looked so beautiful and I was just staring at them. About 1 hour, or let me say at most 2 hours to landing, I finally got the so-called in-flight entertainment to work. I guess every other person had given up trying at that point, so I was able to get in. It was even still lagging. The movies were lagging, so I couldn't watch anything. We finally got to Paris. Look at all the notable Paris landmarks. That's the Eiffel Tower in the distance. The Louvre Museum, Place de la Concorde. I'm sure I'm murdering these names. Champs-Élysées, the most expensive street in the world, isn't it? Arc de Triomphe. Look at Paris's well-planned neighborhoods. Beautiful city, a city of love. We landed safely and I gently strolled through the airport terminal because I had a bit of time till my next flight. It was quite busy that day. I mean, don't mind these areas that are scanty. At Terminal 2E, man, the early vacation people already filled the terminal. It was buzzing. As you can see, I arrived in one piece. The boredom did not kill me. In part 2, yeah, I promise I'll upload part 2. In part 2, I'll talk about how I got Air France to pay me for that cancellation. This is my second time. Yeah, you guys saw the other video. You guys should be, you're not praying enough. You should be manifesting flight cancellations so that you'll be traveling for free. Air France will kill me for this. So if you were on that flight with me, watch out for that video. Yes, I'll upload that. I promise. If you want to see it, click the like button. But I promise, be patient. I'm already in vacation mode. Yeah, I'm putting finishing touches, final plans to my trip to Santorini with my babes. Yeah, so yeah, and a family trip to Rome. So I'll get there. I'll upload it for you. Yeah. Bye bye. See you soon in part 2.